Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest video from Orbit Culture, latest song. The name of the song is From the Inside. So anyways, they have a new album coming out in August, and they announced recently that they're going to be touring across North America, Canada included, with Avatar. Avatar country, the king has spoken, the eagle has landed.
They brought Orbit Culture.
And they brought Orbit Culture on their claws to North America. That's going to be a crazy week when they hit Toronto, because it's going to be Cloak. I'm going to go see Cloak, and then I'm going to go see Orbit Culture with Avatar, and then I'm going to go see Ginger the next day, and then Delane. So four shows in a row. I'm glad I'm off that week from work so I can just fucking bask in my own glory. That's going to be a great week. But I'm super excited. It's an old Swedish night.
Yeah,
with Avatar and these guys.
And I feel like you're getting your own little festival, your like daily little intake.
I agree. The only way this show could get better is if they had some Swedish meatballs from IKEA there.
Oh yes,
that's the only way that would get any better.
The next big Swedish band, I'm talking about big Swedish band that comes here, needs to like do something with IKEA.
I think they should do a spoof on the IKEA logo for their merch.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Cattle Decapitation has a t-shirt where they did a spoof on Raid. You know Raid to kill, like, bugs and insects? Yeah. So they did a spoof on that, but instead of killing insects and stuff, it's to kill people. And it's a Cattle Decapitation song, which is pure genius.
Yeah.
Because from far, when you first look at it, it looks like the Raid logo, but it's not. It's a Cattle Decapitation thing. So, IKEA, make it happen. That shit would sell, dude. Like, that shit would fucking
Definitely,
sell.
I'm trying to think what band would do that.
These guys, Orbit Culture.
I thought it'd be more of a joking band for IKEA.
No, Cattle Decapitation is not a joking band either, and they did the Raid thing.
Yeah, Raid is different, and they made it more like how are you gonna make IKEA Orbit Culture-y?
I don't know, man. When I go to IKEA...
Ooh, one big meatball, and there's Orbit Culture, kind of like it's orbiting around the big-ass meatball.
Oh, that was a horrible idea.
I know, right? But
that was a fucking horrible idea. Anyway,
that's all I could think about, though.
Do Orbit Culture in the same font, in the same color as the IKEA logo.
Oh, but that's not like...
No, it's not super creative, but
exactly.
Whatever. I don't work for marketing. I'm just shooting this shit.
We're not professionals.
Fuck, we're not professionals. Anyways, From the Inside, Orbit Culture. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's fucking rip this to shreds. Holy shit balls. Wow. Wow. Dude.
I was not expecting that ending.
I feel like I was ripped from the inside. That's what I feel.
Dude, I was not expecting
I thought
that.
the song was going to end before, and then the rest of the time was the credits of who did the video.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That's what I thought it was going to go. So that kind of caught me off guard, but I'm not hating it.
Oh, it was a good way to end it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, wow, I thought it was finished, and then it wasn't, and then it was. Oh. All right, what's your take on this latest from Orbit Culture? First single from this upcoming new record.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's definitely Orbit Culture, right? It has the every little, you know.
Yes and no, but
it has the DNA of Orbit Culture, but a little bit different. So that's I feel like your yes and no is coming from. Obviously, you're getting those vocals and those cleaner vocals, which are iconic with this dude. I mean, fuck, like, I love those vocals.
Me
man.
too.
I fucking love those vocals. The song, it doesn't feel as Orbit Culture like in the terms of pace wise, because Orbit Culture is always, you know, it has its faster pace moments, and I feel like it's more destruction when it comes to the drums. But I felt like
probably one of the more consistently heavier songs from them.
What?
This one, I felt.
Yeah, I know, but
it's more methodic.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like normally their songs they have faster portions, so the song doesn't feel as heavy, even though it is fucking heavy with the drums and the just the onslaught of drums you get in this song. The onslaught of drums, I feel like there are a little bit more of that, but it's not that. It's just the fact that the song is more methodic, that it feels like that. The song is different in that way. Because a lot of Orbit Culture songs we listen to, they do have that chorus that feels very big, you know, light shining into an empty room type, you know, feeling.
And then there's some slower moments, some faster moments.
But mostly faster moments throughout the verses. And then that picks up sometimes and it does its own thing. But this one I felt like it was more controlled. But
felt bigger.
It was control. It was controlled, but it was a controlled chaos type thing. Where there was a lot of, you know, heaviness inside. Yes, like you said, bigger, but it felt very compact, right? And that's because of the pace of the song.
I don't know about the word chaos in there because I didn't feel like this song had any chaos whatsoever.
I'm talking about when it comes to like heaviness.
Yeah, but heaviness, chaos means things that are out of control.
True,
this song felt very controlled all around.
So how would you say it? Controlled like what? Like,
okay, I'm going to take a different angle than you on this. I'm going to say a couple of things right off the bat. I think this is perhaps the most unique Orbit Culture song that I've heard in a very long time. Because when I listen to Orbit Culture, and not to say that this song doesn't have the Orbit Culture DNA,
no,
because it does. But this song to me stands out in the crowd. Right? Like, and I'm not saying that their songs all sound the same, but they have a certain DNA to them, and there's certain characteristics that I've come to expect from Orbit Culture. And I found that this song had two elements that kind of stood out, maybe not on their own, but they stood out in terms of how they interacted with the rest of the track. One of them is that I feel like this is one of their most darker songs. Maybe that comes from the heaviness of the song. The drums are fucking heavy. The guitars are heavy. The more methodic movement. So maybe that, which also creates this big volume. I mean, you feel those drums. You feel that heaviness. It's almost like an assembly line machine, like cutting through sheet metal. Like there's a pounding there that it's very noticeable and you feel it. So I don't know if maybe because of that, but overall, I feel like this is a very dark feeling song, which I like. There's not many moments of brightness outside of the clean vocals. Honestly, there's not like many rays of light peeking in. No, it's not a very guitar-driven song where the riffs are super fast or it has moments like that.
Like I said, the speed of the song is completely different from...
Yeah, so maybe that's what gives it the darkness. At least to me,
exactly
I feel like
what it is.
I feel maybe instead of chaos, darkness. Maybe that's a better
think
word.
Darkness,
or infused with darkness.
Because the song, in my opinion, it feels very in... How do I say? It feels...
Within boundaries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's not doing the fast things out of nowhere or doing this, except for the end there.
And therefore I said it's not chaos.
Yeah, it's not chaos. But
so,
is a better
the other element that it hit me right from the get-go is that underlining melody that at times is not so underlining, that almost sounds like bagpipes. I know it's not bagpipes. I know this is not in extremo. It's not bagpipes. But it fucking sounds like bagpipes. And whatever that melody is, if it's coming from a guitar, from a synth, I'm not quite sure where it's coming from. I wasn't able to pinpoint it, but it sounded like a bagpipe, and I love that fucking melody. It was a very underlining melody because the overall heaviness of the song superimposed itself on it, but it was there from the get-go. It was always there. That also had a little bit of eeriness to it. So I feel like the combination of the heaviness, of the volume of the song, of how robust it is, of only those two, not those two, but those little pockets of clean vocals. Overall, the track just feels very heavy. And then that heaviness creates some darkness within the song. And then that melody there, it was so somber, so eerie. It doesn't matter how melodic it is, because that melody also infused some overall melody, and it tried to not tried to break, but it tried to dilute a little bit of the overall heaviness of the song. But it doesn't matter if you're infusing melody into something, because it's like having a very melodic song in a horror movie. It suddenly becomes eerie, and ominous, because when you hear it, you're like, oh, something bad is going to happen right about now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of had that vibe. It had the same vibe that the music in Jaws has, like don 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 don. When the shark is about to show up, or there's going to be something, it kind of had that feel there. It never released its dark, somber, eerie grip off of the song. So when you match that with that overall heaviness and volume that the track has, it made this, to me, it felt like a very unique and different song from what I expect from Orbit Culture. But that's a good thing, because you don't want the new album to sound like the previous album. You want the new album to sound like the new album while still sounding like Orbit Culture.
Yeah.
And I feel that's exactly what this song gave me. I knew I was listening to Orbit Culture the moment the song started. The moment the vocals kick in, you definitely know you're listening to Orbit Culture. But man, I felt like I was getting something different out of it. It was like when McDonald's released the McRib. I'm still at McDonald's, but fuck, I'm eating something that I never had before. So it kind of had that vibe. It had a little bit of a McRib vibe.
A McRib vibe, okay.
And that's a good thing.
Never in my life would I think someone would compare music to the McRib.
No, the experience. I'm not comparing the two, but I'm comparing the experience of being in a place that you're familiar with, eating something that doesn't feel like it fits where you are.
When you used to eat salads from McDonald's, yeah.
Was that ever a thing?
Yes, and you used to eat them.
Did I? I don't remember. I plead the fifth. So, I think the McRib is a little bit more out of context, because there's still some lettuce and some salad in the Big Mac, right?
But the McRib is just pickles and
it's a rib,
meat.
dude. It's like something you would eat at Swiss Chalet.
Yeah, but it's like fake meat.
I don't know about that. I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's fake. Anyways, they don't have it anymore. They only had it for a limited time.
Well, it comes back often. Well, not often, but it comes back.
From the inside, it comes back.
Definitely, when it goes in, it comes out.
Yeah, it normally does. Looking a lot different. So anyhow,
I would say probably the same, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. So anyways, this was fucking good. This has me hyped for the new record.
Definitely.
Not that I needed anything to get hyped for the new record.
Orbit Culture new record, and I'm hyped.
Exactly. And I was really excited to see that they're coming back to North America, and they're coming back to play in Toronto. So that's already excited by itself.
Yeah.
We were there when they played at the Danforth.
We were
there. We got a shout out from the band, so thank you for the shout out. Don't forget to do it again next time you play in Toronto. So on that note, I'm going to try to set up something with Nicholas, maybe an interview or something like that at the day of the show.
That'd be cool.
Because I haven't had him on the channel for a long time, and I think we're due. Oh, my phone just buzzed. Uh-huh. It wasn't Nicholas. Anyways.
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny if it was, but it wasn't. So anyhow.
I heard you.
Wow, that would be really creepy.
That would be very creepy.
That would be fucking creepy. So anyhow, guys, I don't remember the date. Comes out in August on Seek and Strike. That's their label, North American label, that has a whole bunch of other great bands. Go check them out, including Assemble the Chariots, a band from Finland that I love. We should do them more on the channel probably. And I'm sure the guys on the label are like, yeah, you guys should definitely do them more on the channel. So anyways, go check them out. Go check these guys' social media. Find out exactly when the album comes out. Pre-order that shit. And do not miss Avatar and Orbit Culture touring together across North America.
A great combo that no one should miss.
100%. 100%. I feel like it's just one of those concerts that it's unless if you are in your deathbed and that's you have a valid reason not to attend the show. Outside of that, there's no real good reason to not go to one of these shows. Two incredible bands together touring, showing off that there's more to Sweden than just ABBA and winning Eurovisions.
True.
All right. On that note, guys, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.